Who will be the next global superpower? This question stirs the minds of many, but the answer might not be what you'd expect. The notion of global superpowers has always played a pivotal role in shaping our world's geopolitics. It's a title that signifies dominance and influence, a position that countries vie for and the world watches closely. But predicting the next global superpower isn't as straightforward as it may seem. This complex analysis requires a deep understanding of global affairs, economics, and political dynamics. And who better to guide us through this labyrinth than Ian Bremmer? Bremmer, a respected political scientist, offers a unique perspective on this topic. His insights challenge conventional wisdom and invite us to rethink our understanding of global power structures. Now, let's delve into the intriguing insights provided by Ian Bremmer. Ian Bremmer, a name that may sound familiar to many of you, is a prominent figure in the realm of global politics. Bremmer is an American political scientist who specializes in US foreign policy and global political risk. He is the founder of Eurasia Group, a political risk research and consulting firm known globally for its influential insights. Bremmer has a PhD in political science from Stanford University, and his expertise lies in the field of geopolitical risk, a term he coined himself. He's a regular contributor to major news outlets, offering his expert analysis on global political trends. His books and articles are widely read by politicians, business leaders, and scholars alike, making his voice a respected one in the international arena. Bremmer's work isn't just academic. His insights have guided governments and multinational corporations, helping them navigate the complex world of international politics. He's known for his ability to predict political shifts and their potential impact on the global stage. With such a deep understanding of global politics, Bremmer's perspectives on the next superpower are truly worth considering. Bremmer's argument is not as straightforward as simply naming a country. He introduces a different perspective. This is where our journey into the mind of Ian Bremmer begins, as we delve into his intriguing arguments about the next global superpower. Bremmer's first major point is an interesting one. He challenges the conventional notion of a superpower. Instead of focusing on a single nation, he suggests that the next superpower might not be a country at all. Intriguing, isn't it? He posits that the concept of a superpower is evolving, moving beyond the traditional confines of national borders. In this globalized world, power is increasingly diffused. Economic, political, and technological forces are no longer the exclusive domain of a single country. These forces are decentralized, spread out across a global stage where multinational corporations, international organizations, and even non-state actors play crucial roles. Bremmer argues that these entities could be the next superpowers. They wield enormous influence, often surpassing that of many nations. They can shape global policies, drive economic trends, and even impact our daily lives in profound ways. The likes of tech giants, global financial institutions, and influential NGOs, according to Bremmer, are the new faces of power. This shift in perspective has far-reaching implications. It challenges our understanding of power dynamics and global politics. It prompts us to rethink our strategies and our expectations. It invites us to view the world through a different lens, one that recognizes the diverse sources of power and influence in the 21st century. Bremmer's first point is not just an argument, but a revelation. It unveils a new world order, a new playing field, where the rules of the game are being rewritten. This first point of Bremmer's argument is a game changer, but there's more. This is just the tip of the iceberg. As we dive deeper into Bremmer's thoughts, we'll uncover more intriguing facets of his vision for the future of global power. Stay tuned. Continuing from where we left off, Bremmer's second argument further reinforces his unique perspective. He asserts that the next global superpower won't be a single country, but rather a collective of nations working together for mutual benefit. This is a stark departure from the traditional notion of a superpower as a single dominant nation. Bremmer suggests that the age of single-nation dominance is swiftly coming to an end. The world is increasingly interconnected, and no single nation can manage global issues alone. Whether it's climate change, cybersecurity, or global health crises, these challenges require global solutions and cooperation. In this new world order, Bremmer believes that Influence will be the new power. Nations will gain influence not by military might or economic prowess, but by their ability to foster cooperation and build alliances. This new form of soft power will be critical in shaping the future geopolitical landscape. This implies a shift away from zero-sum thinking, where one nation's gain is another's loss, towards a more cooperative paradigm. Bremmer envisions a world where nations work together to tackle shared challenges rather than compete for dominance. But this doesn't mean a utopian world without conflict. Disagreements will still exist, and the balance of power will constantly shift. But the nature of these conflicts will be different. They will be about influence, alliances, and cooperation, rather than territorial conquest or economic supremacy. Bremmer's second argument, therefore, is a call to rethink our understanding of superpower. It's a call to move away from the old paradigms of power and embrace a new, more inclusive and cooperative model. A model where power is not concentrated in the hands of a few, but distributed among many. Bremmer's arguments are not just about who the next superpower is, but also about the changing dynamics of global power. Bremmer's arguments, if true, could have profound implications for the world. Let's delve into what those implications might be. Firstly, for the countries involved, it would mean a shift in power dynamics. If the next global superpower isn't one of the usual suspects, it could lead to a reshuffling of alliances and partnerships. Countries that were once considered peripheral could find themselves at the center of global diplomacy, while those that were once at the helm might need to reassess their position. This shift could also bring about significant economic changes. The global economy is intricately connected to political power. If the baton of superpower status is passed to a new nation, it could mean a reorientation of global trade routes, investment strategies, and economic policies. Countries would need to adapt to this new economic landscape, which could be a challenging process. Now, let's consider the broader implications for the world at large. One of the most significant could be the potential for a shift in the global order. Bremmer's argument suggests a move away from a unipolar or bipolar world towards a more multipolar one. This could lead to a more balanced distribution of power where no single country can dominate the global stage. However, such a shift could also bring uncertainty. The transition from one superpower to another has historically been marked by periods of instability. It would be naive to assume that this time would be any different. The world would need to navigate this change carefully to prevent any escalation of conflict. Another implication worth considering is the potential impact on global challenges like climate change, poverty, and inequality. If the next superpower is a country that prioritizes these issues, it could lead to more concerted global efforts to tackle them. Conversely, if these issues are not high on their agenda, it could hinder progress in these areas. The future of global power, according to Bremmer, could be dramatically different from what we have known. And while the future is inherently uncertain, one thing is clear. The implications of Bremmer's arguments are far-reaching and could change the world as we know it. In summary, Bremmer's views on the next global superpower are both surprising and thought-provoking. He challenges the conventional wisdom of power dynamics, arguing that the next superpower may not be a single nation, but rather a network of influential entities. Bremmer posits that the traditional understanding of a superpower as a single dominant nation-state is becoming obsolete. Instead, he suggests, power is increasingly distributed among different global actors, including multinational corporations, non-state entities, and even powerful individuals. This shift, he argues, is driven by technological advancements, economic changes, and evolving political landscapes. The implications of his arguments are profound. In a world where power is less centralized and more diffuse, the rules of global politics are fundamentally changing. Institutions and nations must adapt to this new reality or risk being left behind. In such a world, influence is no longer solely wielded by the most populous nations or the biggest economies, but by those who can best navigate this complex and interconnected global landscape. Bremmer's perspective offers a fresh lens through which to view our rapidly changing world. It highlights the importance of understanding these changing dynamics in global politics. It is a call to action for nations, organizations, and individuals to rethink their strategies to be more adaptable and to be prepared for a future that is less predictable but full of opportunities. His views also underscore the importance of dialogue, cooperation, and understanding in this new era of global politics. As power becomes more distributed, the ability to build alliances, to negotiate, and to find common ground will be more valuable than ever. As we wrap up our discussion on Bremmer's thought-provoking insights, it's crucial to remember that these views are not predictions set in stone. They're informed perspectives, shaped by careful observation and analysis. They serve as a reminder that the future of global power is not predetermined. It is fluid, influenced by the choices we make, the alliances we form, and the values we uphold. As we ponder on Bremmer's insight, remember this: the future of global power is not set in stone, and it's up to us to shape it.